Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a look with the Melt Radioactive stack. I'm planning on doing a few looks with it just because, I don't know, I've been inspired to use them ever since I did my Battle of the Neons video, which should be up by the time this goes up. I actually really enjoyed using the Melt stacks. That look wasn't particularly inspired because I was trying to use all 4 shades at once, and I don't think normally I would do that. I tend to use each of these shades as a statement shade, so I think I'm going to do that today, and it's okay, it did break. Basically what I want to say is that I was really inspired to use this green because I just realized that it's a really gorgeous neon green, and also a green of this quality is really hard to find. The ColourPop one that I did use, spoiler alert if you haven't seen that video, was absolutely shockingly terrible, and this one was actually really gorgeous. So I kind of want to use that as a statement eye today. Why not? Tom and I are actually going out for dinner tonight. We're going on probably what's going to be one of the last baby-free dinners that we're going to have in a while. My parents are going to look after Joey, and we're going to go out before I have a baby in 2 days' time. It's crazy. So yeah, I've got my primer on already. It's a Hard Candy Ice Limit Primer, and I'm going to use this as well. So I kind of want to do I want to kind of place it in a kind of graphic way. So I'm gonna try that. Gonna need to use a little bit more precision than I normally do. So I'm gonna start outlining the shape with this angled brush, and I'm going to kind of, I wanna kind of like take it out like a wing shape. And then I also might use a bit of, I think I have a neon green liner. I might try and use that as well. I'm gonna go in with a flat shader brush. This is a Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader Brush. I'm really into, like I said, I'm just really into neons now. So I'm gonna do that and then kind of wing it out. I'm looking at the finder a lot because I just find that sometimes this camera does not stay in focus, which is really bothersome. So I do apologize if there are moments where I'm in and out of focus. I'm gonna wing it out kind of like this. And do the same on the other side. Just kind of create the shape first. And if you have kind of lots of lines or texture like I do find that it helps to actually keep your eyes open while you're trying to figure out where you want to place that eyeshadow. I definitely feel like because I've got this stack, I don't really need any other neons. But I know not everyone, I know Melt's Cosmetics, they're not necessarily at a price point everyone might want to kind of fork out for. So I think it's great that other brands are now kind of releasing shades like this, because for a while I feel like Melt was doing a lot of different things, kind of like setting the trends. I might want to add some liner. I'm going to keep the bottom really fresh, so I'm going to use a little bit of brown just to kind of define my lower lash line a little bit. So I'm using my Viseart Warm Mattes as usual, taking some of the mid-tone browns and just adding that to the lower lash line just to get a bit of definition, but I want to keep it fairly clean. So I've got this neon green liner from JD Glow. I have not used this before. I'm gonna give it a bit of a shake because it looks like it's separated a little bit. They are a little bit finicky to use from what I've tried in the past, but I'm gonna do like neon green on neon green. I think that could look really cool if I can get it looking right, kind of just on close to the upper lash line. Let that side set. I might need to add more, but because it doesn't go on quite opaque, but I'm going to do the other side first. While I wait for the liner to set, I'm going to add some black liner in the waterline just to give it some definition. So I'm going to go back in with more liner on this side just because I feel like one swipe is not quite enough. I'm going to try and create a small wing as well. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I think that looks pretty cool. I feel like in comparison to this liner, that green does not look neon at all. But anyway, I think that looks pretty cool. I definitely am gonna need to wear some black mascara so that my lashes don't look so, like it doesn't look like I have no lashes at all. Remove that liner from my lashes. I am gonna wait for it to set before I curl my lashes just because it is quite wet. It's quite a wet formula. I think it's already dry, so I'm gonna curl my lashes now and then add black mascara. Lots of black mascara. Just packing that black mascara right on. I don't know, I just really love really kind of that clumpy black mascara look. I don't know. I think because my eyelashes are naturally so terrible Like, I just love having lots of mascara on my eyelashes. So yeah, that is the look pretty much. I think that looks cool. What do you think? Let's put some lipstick on. So for my lips, I've actually got these two Uoma Beauty lipsticks that I purchased. Mostly because one of my subscribers actually mentioned that this formula is apparently exactly the same as the Lisa Eldridge one. I did actually look up the ingredients and I think they are the same. So I was very curious. I did actually pick up two kind of nude shades because I didn't want to double up on the reds I already have. But this is what they look like. Really nice packaging, really like good magnetic closure. They feel weighty. This shade is Angela. It's a nice kind of taupey brown shade. This is what that one looks like. Beautiful. I think this would work really nicely. And also this one, which is Eartha. And this is a lighter shade. Let's try Eartha first. This is quite a nice nude. Nice creamy formula. I cannot recall if this actually reminds me of the formula from the Lisa Eldridge lipstick. So let me just pull that out. So I have got Velvet Jazz. It definitely does look very similar on the hand, and it does look like it's got the same sort of matte finish. I need to play around with these a little bit more, but I actually do really enjoy this shade. I think this is quite a nice nude. It doesn't make me look like a corpse, which is appreciated. It kind of doesn't take away from the neon eye because the neon eye is very bright. You know what? Let me just layer Angela on top. I just want to see what that's going to look like. I like that too, actually. I think it looks quite grungy. It's a nice grungy shade. But yeah, that's the look. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I really like it. It's quite simple, but fun, I think. So I'm going to do one more look with the Melt Radioactive stack. And today, I think I'm going to use this shade, this gorgeous neon orange shade. This is Radon. And I kind of want to do a kind of inner corner pop of color today, and I'm going to bring in browns as usual. For my mobile lid, I'm going to use, I think, the Visia Warm Mattes. Going to prime my eyelids first, of course, using the Hard Candy Ice Limit Primer. Okay, let's go in with browns first before I do anything neon on my eyes. I'm going to take a MAC 217 brush and I'm going to go into some of these browns. Whatever browns you have, really. Just going to run that in my crease to give some color. I am also going to take a deeper brown and add that also into the crease, kind of in the socket. And again, blend that out. I am going to take this kind of cream shade onto the mobile lid as well, because I want there to be a bit of a contrast between the crease color and the brown. And just blend that out with that crease color. It's looking a little bit stark for me, so I'm going to add a bit of a deeper shade on top, actually. A bit more brown on the outer V. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do for the mobile lid. On the lower lash line, I will also add a little bit of brown as well. I'm going to take just a combination of some of the browns I used and just run that on the lower lash line. Okay, and now I want to add the pop of color, which is Radon. This is a beautiful shade. I'm going to take a Zoeva Luxe pencil brush and just pop that in the inner corner. I think it's a bit powdery, so tap your brush off. Let's just add that here. I think this could look really fun. Like I said, it's a very powdery shade, so definitely do recommend tapping your brush off. Just going to blend it out. I thought the yellow could look really cool as well, but I haven't used this shade as much as that yellow. I feel like whenever I go into the Radioactive stack, that's the shade I always use. I definitely will need to clean up on the under eye area. I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution concealer because you want to keep this area looking really bright. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some liner as well. I want to add some black liner on the top and also tight line with the black liner I always use. This is the 24-hour K Palette Wante Tattoo Liner. I love this black line. It's a really good black line if you're looking for one. I am going to create a wing as well. If you're not into winged liner, of course you can skip out on this step. It's just like I just want a bit more definition on the eyes, that's all. Mascara. And then I'm gonna see if I need to add anything else to this. I don't want to take that neon too close to my nose. Sometimes I feel like I bring it too close to the nose and it looks a bit strange. I kind of feel like I want to take the neon in just on the inner corner of the lower lash line a little bit more, so I'm going to do that. So it just looks a little bit more intentional. I do feel like when I put this on the eyes, it looks slightly kind of deeper, a little bit more red than it does orange in the pan. It's got quite, I feel like, a pinky red undertone to it, actually. And you know what, if you wanted, you could even put some on the cheeks as well. Just like a tad on the cheeks. I think that could be really fun, maybe. Wow, a little really goes a long way with this color. Okay, and then for the lips, I kind of want to use the shade I was using yesterday, Earther, but just use it on its own. I really like this nude shade. That's the look. What do you think? I think it's a lot of fun playing with the neons. I think the yellow would look really cool as a pop of color as well. I was very tempted to do that. I might do that another day. I've really been enjoying these neons. So let me know what you think. Are you into neons as well? Or are you kind of like really out of your comfort zone? Because I know like a lot of brands are bringing neon palettes out and it's a thing right now. So yeah, I'm doing this partly to re-inspire myself to use neons, but also kind of try and fight the urge to actually buy any more neon palettes, because I know me and I just don't wear neons on an everyday basis. For me, it's something like once in a blue moon that I do. So I feel like these are really the only neons I need, and they're really good quality as well. They're kind of like pastels in a way. I like to have pastels in my collection in case I want to use a pastel and do a pastel look, but it's not something that I need like more than one palette of. I don't know why, but I always feel like I do one eye better than the other. Inner corners are sometimes, I feel like they can look really strange on me, and I think I did this side a lot better than that side. I don't know. I definitely feel like you could do any real color, any of the neon colors. I think that yellow would look gorgeous as an inner corner, even the pink as well, the green. Why not? It's been fun to play with them again since I have not used my Radioactive stack in a long time, and I do think this is a really good one. It is powdery. My table is kind of stained, so just beware. Definitely be cautious when it comes to these. Also, I don't believe all of these shades are considered eye safe by the FDA. The ones that are not are the pink, Radioactive, and Radon, which is this one. Because they can stain, I believe. Use at your own discretion, really. I don't feel uncomfortable wearing them around my eyes. I feel perfectly fine. I really do enjoy this little stack. I think it's a really great stack if you're looking for some really good quality pigmented neon shades. They are a bit pricey, so if you just want to get one of the shades, I think maybe that's ideal if you don't think you're going to use all four of them. But like I said, if you're wanting some really good neons, these are really, really good. Hopefully that's inspired you to maybe bring out your neons if you are also like me and don't wear them that often. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.